to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be reacting and reviewing to Baddies West episode 1. But before we get too into it, though, I want y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that's the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit the subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to hit that thumbs up button and or drop a comment down below. Whether you disagree or agree with anything I say in this video, let's have a dialogue in the comment section. All right, let's go ahead and get into this review. So, of course, the episode starts out in Zeus' traditional behavior with a 5-minute trailer of last season. They reused these clips so much, y'all. Like, I'm so over I'm not even gonna get into it, but their production fucking sucks. All right, so then we have Natalie, her mom, her aunt, and Jacob, and they preview the cast. That's when we get an introduction to all the girls, as if we don't follow Zeus on Instagram. So let's go in a row. So we have one of my pre-season faves, Low London from season 12, BGC Chicago. We have Razor Behavior, who was casted at the auditions. She's a hairdresser. And personally, I'm feeling her personality. Then we have Katia from BGC season 5, Miami. Of course, another preseason fave. We have Stunner Girl, who's a rapper from LA. We have Biggie, who is a party promoter, okay, but she is now an event coordinator, so she probably got a promotion. Then we have DJ Sky, who's going to be Rock's babysitter and best friend. Scotty, who's still boring. Tommy Lee from Love and Hip Hop. The motherfucking Natalie Nunn. Rock big baby ass, and then we have Roly Poly Yoly Snack Meal. Now, while Natalie was previewing the cast with her family, I wanted to point out a couple of things. So Nat didn't want Jacob to comment when Scotty came on the screen, and I really wonder why. Like, does Jacob like Scotty, or does Jacob not like Scotty because Natalie likes Scotty, if y'all know what I'm saying. I also want to talk about Biggie's confessional look, like with this Forever 21 outfit. And I can attest to that because I literally have a picture with me when I worked at Forever 21 in that same outfit. I'm going to insert it if I can find it. Then another comment I had was Stunna is too monotone for me. She sounds boring or high or maybe both. But I don't know. Hopefully she'll get used to being on TV, because when you are on TV, you have to amp it up a little bit. And right now, she's just talking like this. I'm Stunner Girl. I'm a rapper. I chart. I'm a millionaire. Like, yeah. Like, that's how she talks, and it's really fucking boring. Now, however, I do like how they played all the girls' original music as they were being introduced in their clips. And the introduction. I personally like the intro better this year than I did last year, because it actually looks like a show introduction. Some people were talking about the song. I don't really give a fuck. I just like the production value. It actually looks rich. It looks professional. It's giving love, and it might have been better than like a Love and Hip Hop intro, if we being honest, because just the production was nice. Now let's get into what happened behind the scenes of this lovely introduction shoot. So first and foremost, I want to point out how I hate how they edited this part of the show. It was like a music video. Y'all know Zeus loves to get up close and personal, all in the girls' boogers and everything like that, okay? Now, all the girls mentioned how there was tension, okay? Lo is upset that Rock isn't there, or Rock was late and Natalie was late. Everybody else just sensed tension. But it's like, instead of doing the video shoot edit, why didn't Zeus record for audio? Because I'm pretty sure the girls were conversing while they were getting dressed and things like that. Like, I want to see the whole production. Matter of fact, all of that, getting onto the bus, cutting off right before, cutting off where it cut off, could have been the whole show instead of 5 minutes of last season and 10 minutes of introductions. They could have done the introductions during the girls' photo shoots, and of course having background conversations. You know what I'm saying? Please put me on the editing squad, because y'all don't get it. Anyways, so like previously mentioned, Lo is upset that Rock and Natalie were late and everybody else was there on time. And then we have Stunner Girl. Now, Stunner Girl was a part of the Baddies West auditions. She had some type of beef with Suki Hana. I personally didn't watch it, so I'm just recapping what I heard online. And while she was fighting Suki, or trying to get at Suki, Tommy Lee threw a drink on her, and it did look like Tommy tried to either hit or pull her hair over security, but that's when the footage cut, and you really didn't get to see what Tommy was doing behind Stunner Girl. So In her and Stunner Girl's defense, yes, I would definitely bring that up to Tommy. And if I'm really upset about it, I would definitely get my ones with Tommy. However, Stunner Girl decides to take it upon herself to just literally walk up on Tommy, throw a drink, and yank her hair until she tried to pull that bitch off, but Tommy's wig was secure, okay? So, my personal opinion, this is a sneak. Tommy did not see her coming. I don't even know if she knew she was downstairs. Tommy was in her own zone about to take her photo shoot. So if I was Stunner and I really had a chip on my shoulder, I would have thrown a drink because that shit was mad evident. Tommy did throw the drink for show at Stunner Girl. And then I would have been like, bitch, what's up? Like, you thought shit was sweet? And then, like, post up and be able to get your rounds because, I don't know, it just seemed weak to me. So now after the altercation, Tommy is going off on security because she said all the security was on her and nobody was on Stunner Girl. Now, I understand what Tommy is saying because she's like, if I'm being attacked, I need to be able to defend myself. But y'all are all on me while she's continuing to attack me. It's not fair. So she's in their face like, y'all choosing favorites. Y'all picking favorites. Don't put your hands on me. You put your hands on me. I'll put my hands on you. And I don't understand why the girls want to fight security so bad. One, they're big-ass men. Two, they're just doing their jobs, okay? Granted, that part, it was an unfair advantage. But, like, you can't get mad that security is restraining you because that's their job. But at the same time, have y'all ever been in a fight and somebody is restraining you while the other person's just duking you in the head? Like, bro, that shit has happened to me before. So it is mad annoying. It's like, bro, let me go so I can swing. I'm losing right now. It's looking bad. So I understood Tommy's frustration. Now, every part after that, I'm going to skip because it got really, really cringy. Tommy started throwing her panties around, swinging her panties around, putting on men's heads and shit. You know, she's talking to Lo and Razor about how these bitches is weak and they gonna try to sneak up on you and shit like that. And it was, I don't know, y'all. It was cringy. So the next day, the girls are getting ready to get on the bus to head to the mansion. However, we're missing a couple of people. We're missing Stunner, we're missing Rock, and we're missing Tommy. Well, Tommy is still upset about the altercation, so she's not gonna ride to the mansion with them. Rock is off somewhere and nobody knows. And then, of course, they're missing Stunner. Now, Low London has a problem that they're always waiting on other people. When she said, I have to rush and be ready at a certain time, but that doesn't apply to everybody. That's not fair. So Rock is on the phone with Rolly or whatever, and she's talking about nothing is her fault. So she doesn't want people to come at her on some TV shit trying to get a problem, or she's going to solve the problem. So one, I understand prefacing the conversation. It's a whole new bunch of girls that you don't know, and you don't want them to look at you any type of way because you're not there or you're hardly there. However, that first initial part is all she should have said. Hey, y'all, it's not me. You know, I'm just doing other shit right now. All the other things that follow, like the don't be in my face on no TV time shit, don't be trying to get no storyline off of me, don't be trying to do this, don't be trying to do that, or I'm going to fight you. All that shit was extra. And that just goes to Rock getting a bigger head and a bigger head because she's spoiled by all these people. She's spoiled by her weak-ass fans, said it. She's spoiled by Zeus. She's spoiled by Natalie. She's spoiled by her man. She's spoiled by her family. It's like everybody's gigging this girl head up, and I honestly cannot wait until somebody beats her ass, until a female beats her ass, because it's giving diva, and you're not Mariah. That's all I got to say about that. Now, when the girls get on the bus, they're still waiting on Stunner, so Natalie makes a call, and all the girls are in the background saying, yeah, we're waiting on you, per usual, ha, ha, ha. Now, I took it as like a joke, but there's a little bit of truth in every joke, and I guess Stunner caught on to the shade, because when she got on the bus, she just folded her arms, pouting the entire time. Now, after more conversations about why Rock isn't there, Razor tries to change the mood, lighten the mood, and give a shot to all the new girls that are now a part of the cast. And Stunner does not grab a cup. She does not want to do shots with anybody. And in my opinion, it's making it worse for you, Stunner. Like, you're not making people want to like you by not trying to be inviting. Like, I understand you probably took that as shade when it was like, we always waiting on you. But that's petty shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let other people little 2-cent comments ruin your experience, especially because you're about to reach a whole new fan base. Because I didn't know about Stunna Girl until this show, and then my little sister told me because my little sister listens to her music. So your fan base is it has the opportunity to become so broad, but the side that you're showing on TV, like right now in this first episode, is giving pouty Debbie Downer ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to like her. You know, I've heard some things, but I'm not going to hold that to you. You know what I'm saying? I want to like her, but you just have this grouchy ass attitude and it's not inviting. Now, Kat adds to the conversation by saying how she's excited, and when she gets to Vegas, she can make some arrangements for parties and events for them. Now, this is when Biggie asks Kat if she's a promoter, and Kat says, no. She says, no, I promote events, but I am not a promoter. And then it's just a big back and forth, like Biggie like, oh, well, you said that you promote parties, so that makes you a promoter. No, I promote parties occasionally. I'm not a promoter. So Kat was like, you know what? Let me explain for clarification. I have my own line. I have 3 stores. My line is in 3 other stores. And then Biggie cuts her off like, well, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the promoter shit. First off, your tone. Do you not know who you're talking to right now? Kat will shank a bitch. Okay? Like, what are you talking? Literally. Okay? Not figuratively, literally. So it was just like, I understand. At first, I was like, okay, Biggie thought that she could make a connection with Kat. Like, oh, you promote? I'm in that field too. But then when she like cut Kat off and was like, well, I ain't asking about all that. I'm asking about the promoter shit. It's like, you need to calm down, or you ain't gonna be able to ask shit else because you ain't gonna have no motherfucking teeth in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? It was just the energy that she was giving off. And I understood what Kat was saying. Like, for the past 10 years, I promote events, but I'm not a promoter. Like, she doesn't do that shit on the daily, on the regular. You know what I'm saying? People have multiple streams of income. It's 2023, okay? Like, we gotta get paid some type of way. So Biggie was just literally losing points with me through this entire bus ride. So then the conversation switches, and Lo wants to ask Stunna what was the beef with Tommy. And at first, Stunna was really, really hostile because she didn't want anybody to ask her about it. But I understood why Lo would ask. One, it's TV. We have to create dialogue. It's a storyline, so people are going to ask you about it regardless. Oh my God. That's the thing about, I love new people to come on TV, but they don't know how TV works. And it's evident as fuck. So Lo was just asking, what's the beef? You know, so you came ready, like you was prepared, like you pre-planned this and all types of shit like that. And then Biggie chimes in and she's like, well, there's a time and a place for everything, and a baddie wouldn't have done that in a professional environment. Instead of like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what environment it was. Here's the thing. Biggie is chiming in every single conversation, every single time. And it's just like, it's giving she wants to be seen, but sometimes, you know, just relax. Like, we know your presence is here. Stop trying to bombard every conversation with your opinion. So at this point, Stunna is wrapping up her hair. I kid you not. Biggie started talking for like 2 seconds, and Stunna was like, nah, she could already peep that it was going to be a problem. That shit was so funny to me. And even Kat said in her confessional, Biggie gives off this arrogant, hater-ass energy, and that's probably what Stunna was peeping. So at this point, you can kind of see that not only did Kat get into it with Biggie too, but Kat is kind of like siding with Stunna in a sense, because how Biggie is coming off. You know what I'm saying? So Rolly tries to change the mood by mentioning the mansion and her plans on whenever she gets in that hole or whatever. And for some reason, I don't know who brought it up, but they started talking about sides, like who's on Stunna's side, who on Tommy's side, who was in the right, who was in the wrong or whatever. So they start talking about that. Stunna blows up at Biggie for always making comments the entire ride through. And then it's just a big old argument. Like, they talking about AliExpress outfits, dusty wigs, being half Mexican and being Dominicana. And then Stunna decides that she's going to throw Razor's bottle in an attempt to get at Biggie while security was in the way. And then you got, what's their name? Scotty talking about, that almost hit me. Scotty, that shit was nowhere near you. Stunner really got good aim because that shit literally hit Biggie like squared up. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of this arguing, Stunner is just saying things that people usually say in a fight, like, fuck all y'all bitches, everybody can get it type shit like that. But she said everybody can be put on the ground. And Rolly takes offense, and Rolly's like, well, don't say no threats like that because I know you from the West Coast. And so Rolly took the threat seriously, but I don't know why you would, because you didn't even argue with Stunner in that instance. So maybe she meant everybody who get into it with me can be laid down. Like, I don't know why Rolly decides to insert herself in that conversation, but she did. Then they start arguing, and Rolly says, I'ma show her. And then Stunner was like, show me what? Jumps over the seat, throws something, jumps over the seat, and pulls Rolly's hair over into her side of the van. Now, Stunner has an MO at this point. Her MO is to throw something and then pull your hair. So if that bitch got anything in her hand or anything around her, you know Stunner is about to fight, because that's what she does. Now, on the next episode, we see Kat let Stunner know that she's not going to let anyone jump her, because that's just Kat. Even on season 5, she wasn't with any of that jumping shit. She wasn't with the mob mentality behavior. The girls finally make it into the house, and then they call a house meeting to address all the issues, and that's where we get Rock versus Low. All in all, this was a good premiere episode, minus the 15 minutes of bullshit they had us sit through at the beginning, because they could have done the introductions while the girls were doing their individualized photo shoots, and of course just have behind the scenes of what happened at that promo shoot to lead to that tension, to lead to that fight, and so on and so forth. So hopefully they get better with actually producing their story, because Zeus has a problem with that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stick around for more reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy my commentary, and leave a comment down below. Did any of your preseason faves change? How did you feel about this premiere episode? And did Stunner Girl sneak Tommy? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll see y'all next time. It's a date.